In
5,
4,
3,
2,
1.
You better be fast or enter 80.
Turn it up.
Now let's get dirty.
211.
It's the TDS.
Turn it up more.
Yeah, that TDS.
More. More. I can't hear it.
Grass Valley heat.
There you go.
Dirt's all blown. Ron's already pissed through his fucking phone. Kegs tapping early. Liquor on deck. Whiskey in the veins and regret in the neck. Up drinking hard till the goddamn birds. Now we riding hungover, slurring our words.
That happened?
Light it up.
Never. That very much happened.
Plastic chairs, that's love. And slap that ass. Slap that ass. Crowd yelling titty ass. Every time you pass. Ain't no prize, ain't no fame. It's just bikes, booze, and no shame. You better shred or you better chug. Or Ron gon' swing and we throwing slugs. Fire in the pit, someone lit their kit. Someone else's bike's now covered in shit. One for 100 bros. So many feet, so many questionable toes. Tight turns, drop, rock slabs, rage. If your lungs don't quit, then your fork might cave. Heckle squad deep in banana suits yelling. Do it for the gram or we're not compelling.
Did you do that like thing with your hand when you were there, like the DJ thing? Why do that's the thing all the DJs do?
No,
Can you do it again?
Rob
Do it
does
for
it.
the camera. No, the thing that the DJ you did earlier. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. You didn't do that when you were there?
No. He gets excited.
You should have.
No.
You should have done a set as DJ Fred.
He doesn't
So I
realize
actually-
when he does it.
I actually have an idea about that for next year because I keep screwing up the whole want to do a podcast thing. And next year I'm going to get it truly scheduled. I'm actually going to get the Sanchez about it, and we're going to do it in the 805 watering hole on the deck. So we can
up
just
on the deck?
Yep. So we can just grab people up. We can do it Friday night during the showdown, and we're going to play music after.
TDS might get even more gay. We were
Because today with this year,
Me
this
and-
was the gayest
yeah, me-
TDS ever.
me, Weir, and the guys Weir kept calling it the gayest TDS ever.
It was bound to happen.
Oh yeah, he's like next year we're not wearing ghillie suits, we're wearing pride flags.
You know they mentioned toes in that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what got me going. I started talking about toes and
And that's what
And, like, weird-
that's what kick-started the gayest
weird
TDS
gay
ever.
stuff. Yeah. No,
Interesting. I feel like that's my fault then.
No, the more we talk about it, the more we'll know that it was the gayest TDS ever.
If you
In a good way in some cases.
Yeah.
If you haven't followed us on Instagram, you should. We got a great toe video up there right now. It's Jimmy's bare toes riding the big black line.
I didn't even like that because I was afraid of what it was going to do to my algorithm.
It'll bring you the good stuff.
It's our most well-performing piece of content in quite some time.
It is.
I think last I saw it had like 2,500 views.
25,000.
No, I mean
No,
likes.
it's over.
2,500
Oh,
likes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
So what
Yeah.
you're saying is we need more toe.
Yeah, more toe content from Jimmy.
Well,
Occasional. You can't overdo it.
I used to have toe cam on in our
Oh, that's right.
Zoom room. Yeah, we need to
That's
go
right.
back to that.
Yeah, bring it back.
The foot cam.
Yeah, you had my feet on the camera all the time.
What we should do is, you know how they have like the split screens? We'll have one on each of our faces in the future and then a big toe cam in the middle. Like, fuck the guest.
Just all the toes.
Just a toe cam. Yeah, that's the main thing you need to know.
What you wouldn't think is Rob has surprisingly dainty feet.
Does he?
But they got to be more like a Frodo foot.
Are they a bit chodish for a foot?
A little.
Got
Wait,
chode toes, huh?
You think his feet look like a perineum?
I wouldn't surprise me. I'll put it
Like a little line down the middle of them?
Okay.
Do you have a butthole foot?
I do not. Oh God, this is fucking
Rob's got a BHF.
Rob shits out of his foot. That's what I'm taking out of all of this.
So the best part of all of this, is not like the conversation. It's watching some reactions around, and like my favorite reaction right now is April. She's just looking at the camera, going, "What the fuck have I gotten myself into?"
This is in the Zoom room, and can
This
you
is in
tell
the Zoom
people
room,
who April is? Because I think it's April O'Neil from the Ninja Turtles without an introduction.
No, it
My
is,
fantasy.
It is April Zastrow, who is one of our guests tonight.
That makes more sense. All right, great. So you two were at TDS this week. Boston Rob and JP. Jimmy was riding the bike park up by my house, and
Shoeless.
I was fixing sprinkler heads.
Oh, I got to do that this weekend.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a real
Yay.
good time. So,
Well, as Rob would put it, TDS was a wicked pisser. So
It fucking was wicked
piss and
pissa.
rain. The whole.
Oh, it was.
whole
and
time.
we have an onslaught of guests to recap TDS tonight.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so can you tell us who's in the Zoom room, and we'll get to them after we do our oral connections, and you can tell us all about it.
Yeah, we have one call for our connections.
Okay.
With us tonight to recap TDS, we have our good friend who we all know and love. Not really. There's no introduction needed here. We have Mr. Normal, a.k.a. Sebastian.
Can I backtrack on that?
Yeah.
You love him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's
A lot.
Did I? Yeah. I mean, I really like.
I like him, but I wouldn't do the things you would do.
I don't love
he's,
men.
He's a great guy. And now
And wait, he took you on a date?
he did.
Oh,
We can
okay.
talk-
I want to hear that
We can
story for
talk
sure.
about that more later.
Okay.
And I originally had this because Rhino was supposed to join us too, and he hasn't shown up yet. But my
he's
intro
late for everything.
My intro for him is the dirtiest man in mountain biking, aka Poop Bucket, Ryan Rodriguez.
Oh yeah, I walked in on him poop bucketing. He had his two back doors wide open. Just a couple of bikes in between me and his bare back taking a shit in his van.
Can I just say he's the anti-hippie?
Absolutely.
Well, you should have met him when he was the hippie. He had just cases of bananas in his van.
Oh, yeah.
And he would eat banana smoothies all day. Why do you think he's so much healthier these days? Because he went back to meats.
Yeah, he started getting a lot of meat in his mouth, and then he got much healthier.
No wonder he's got the rhinovirus. Or he
sick.
is the rhinovirus.
Also, former professional motocross racer and all-around badass, April Zastrow. And finally, a little bit of a surprise for Cheef, actually.
Oh,
and,
wait, there's a surprise for
yeah,
me?
there's a surprise for you.
For little me? You did it for me?
So a few weeks ago, we and I texted you this, that I met this guy. We did a parody of a news article. Now, we didn't parody the dude, but we parodied and made fun. Not a parody. We made fun of the actual news article on the newscaster dude.
Oh no! Is it him?
The dude. It's not the newscaster.
Right.
It's the dude that was in the video. Who I got. His name is Teddy Hayden. I got introduced to him by Rhino, and Rhino goes, dude, like, oh, hey, Rob, I want you to meet this guy. It's Teddy. He kind of just did a service announcement for mountain biking. I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, yeah, he just did he did a video with a news crew. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And I'm like, dude, we just like made fun of that. Like, not you. That's actually what I said. He's like, wait a minute, what? I said, no, we didn't make fun of you. We made fun of the actual newscast because it was fucking hilarious. His name is Teddy Hayden, and I unmuted him real quick just to say hi.
What's up, guys? Yeah, fuck you for making fun of me. To be honest. No, I appreciate you guys having me on. Stoked for it.
I would just like to say thank you to Teddy for coming on tonight's show. I just ate shit in the trailer. Ouch.
We'll bring you back in a minute, dude. Thank you.
Yeah, we didn't make fun of him, but we definitely made fun of the whole thing was not good. No, Teddy was great at what he was doing, like riding. I would do the same thing. But that newscaster,
the newscaster voice and everything, he really played into it.
It's very much the opposite of what we do.
Yeah.
Which is 4 dudes in a trailer.
I thought this was legitimate news radio here.
You know, one of my friend's sons has launched this mountain bike content company, and I was talking to him the other day. I go, hey man, look, I know they got like 400,000 followers or whatever already, but if he ever needs to know how to do a foul-mouthed podcast out of a trailer with 4 dudes next to the freeway, send him my way.
I'm a specialist.
I'll teach him how to not make money. No money, but you keep all your pride. And that's what it's all about here.
Oh, pride coming.
Never sell out. Never sell out. Hang on.
Oh, here it goes.
It's just like some people just do things for the money.
Because they get paid to do it.
That's just sad. Envy. The wheel for a new generation.
Our bike.
I got to put my hockey hat back on. It's a hockey night.
Okay.
I want to leave right now so I can go watch the Blues game. Can we wrap up? Thanks for coming, everyone. That was great. What's her phone number, Rob?
Oh, fuck. It is a 385. Yeah, whoops. 385-626-6231. And we have one call tonight.
Okay, I think I know who it is.
Is he cutting a rug or is he doing a torta mating dance? Just wondering. Let me know.
He must be talking about our jerk hand cutting rug by the fire.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely a torta mating dance.
On Instagram, you can see this mating dance.
Yes.
So I think my funniest, and it's a random fucking funny moment. My funniest moment of TDS was when Heather from WTB was trying to wake Eric and I up to go heckle, and I was like kind of coming out of it and like brushing the fucking cobwebs off, and all of a sudden I get a, "Hey Eric, wake up!" And then I'm like, "Oh fuck!" And he's like, "Hey Gnar Couch, wake up! Rob, wake up! Eric, we have to go heckle." Fucking love Heather.
Yeah,
Dude.
so remember how Rob was going to make breakfast every morning for me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could tell or not, but I was already racing by the time he even fucking cracked his little nuggets open.
I made you breakfast, lunch, and dinner like fucking
He didn't
4
sit down.
times.
He didn't
This
say,
motherfucker
like,
didn't
whoa,
make
whoa.
me breakfast once.
He didn't
You didn't
say-
even wake up till 10. I was racing by 8.
He never told you
Friday.
when. He
I
never
made
told you
everybody
when.
breakfast on Friday.
On Friday when I slept in until 10.
It's still breakfast if it's fucking 1 p.m.
It's still breakfast because it's
eggs are breakfast, bro. It doesn't matter when they come out. He didn't lie. He's well within the bounds of what he said.
I judge my meals by time, not by
What'd you end up eating then?
substance. What I end up eating?
Yeah.
Nothing.
What?
fucking breakfast sandwich.
How's
Breakfast? Yeah, on Friday. The one day I didn't race.
Couldn't you go down to the races breakfast?
Couldn't you have gone and got some toe jam out of the shower?
I went, see, he's making excuses. Well, why didn't you just go eat the other breakfast? And I did. I went and got myself, each morning, got myself one pancake, put 2 sausages in the middle, syrup, and just ate it like a taco during the writer's
Tell
meeting.
Ron you want like one of those continental breakfasts that
That's
you get
pretty
at
much
the-
what they have.
Yeah.
The brisket
Yeah.
on fucking Saturday night was delicious.
Like where they
why
put
am
it
I
on the
spacing
sign
on-
and they're like, free breakfast. Here's your old fucking English muffin.
Yeah, there's
And your egg powder.
Yeah, no, it's not that bad. Like, these guys, there's a family that shows up and they actually like cook breakfast every morning, and then they have like a big brisket dinner that they made and stuff.
good.
Okay, why are you complaining?
Because Rob promised me something I
He's
didn't
right.
get.
I owe him.
And you know what? I'm just going to bring it up right now while we're at it.
Uh-oh.
So this was one of the stories I wanted to bring up, and since we're talking about food and Rob,
Oh, God.
before we left, okay, here's
I don't like where that's
here's
going.
my group message.
Given the history.
Between Eric and I'm doing an Eric thing right now where I'm going to make fun of Rob for like a bad reason. Like he was doing a good thing, but he's just ridiculous. So here's a text message. Text messages from Rob. You guys can see there's pictures of his fridge and his cooler and everything in it. Just a heads up, I have 1.5 pounds of ground beef, burgers,
Jesus Christ.
elk meat, street taco tortillas, taco seasoning, 2 types of taco sauce, taco cheese, tomatoes, assorted snacks, 2 dozen eggs, 2 pounds of bacon, 1.5 cases of water, 2 cases of regular liquid death, and a whole bunch of other goodies. And then after he's checked the ground elk, I have enough for 1/3 pound burgers. Also, I got burger buns and English muffins for breakfast sandwiches. Sorry. One more thing. I have cheese slices for burgers also. So fucking stoked.
That is a very detailed list.
I wanted to make sure that you didn't like double up food because so that reminds me. Fuck you. Recapping it. So I cooked you breakfast sandwiches, I cooked you street tacos, and I cooked you fucking elk burgers and dogs several times.
Oh, no. He definitely fed me food, for sure. I was just wanted to give you shit.
And by the way,
He's good for that.
I now found out what JP's secret fucking sweet tooth thing is.
Uh-oh.
Oh, can we guess?
Go ahead.
Can we guess?
Go.
Is it Sour Patch Kids?
Oh, you're fucking so close,
I
actually.
do love Sour Patch Kids.
You're super close.
Oh, I forgot
close
until
to
he just
that?
said that.
Yeah.
Basically just...
Gummy frogs?
You guys are both
in
close.
between. In between.
The watermelon ones.
They're sour, they're like the sour worms.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay.
Well, I got into his little snack drawer thing, and there was just a baggie of sour worms. You're not going to not go for
Big
those.
old bulk bag of sour. So the best part of it though is I have to give my fucking like view of this. He's looking at it, going through it, kind of like, oh, this looks good, and I just see him slowly reach into the little tote thing, picks it up, and just lifts it up like by the top of it, looks at it, looks at me, smiles, and just slowly unwraps.
Well, it could have been like a personal bag, you know. It was kind of wrapped up like drugs, like somebody would want to like get it for themselves. And if somebody gets your favorite snack, I only had like 6 of them. I had like 2 or 3 each time.
You do have to be careful around this crew which bag you're grabbing, because one could be the drugs bag.
God, that was
They
funny.
might be LSD laced gummies.
That's fair. You might start seeing dragons in the middle of the night in Colorado.
I offered them to fucking Sebastian, to Normal, and he looked. And I was like, "You want some of these?" He looked at me. He's like, "Yes." Are they edibles?
Yes, they are edible.
They are, but they're not
edible,
like that.
but they're not edibles.
Oh.
Okay, so let's get everyone up
Anyways.
who's in there, and let's recap this. Jimmy and I'll just leave and go get a burrito over at Chipotle.
Yeah, if you guys could get out of the way.
This is our show.
So I wanted to start with April real quick. She actually got 3rd place in the women's race, and was one of the there was only a few of the ladies that actually cleared the road gap on what stage was that?
They've switched them up, but I think that was stage 5.
Okay, so
Day one, last stage.
That was day
yeah.
1, and she fucking sent it. Great job, April. Give us your version of the weekend.
Thank you. I was very excited to finish on the podium at my first TDS. So the last 2 years I heckled with you guys.
You did.
And that was a lot of fun. So my progression on my YouTube channel was heckling and then racing this year to see which is more fun. And that's a really hard thing to figure out, I think, because I think while you're in it, it's super fun. But basically, every stage was the most fun. And I would be nervous before going into it because of all the rain, especially Sunday, just dumping all night Saturday night. And but then I would go out, race, and have the most fun at the end. But I'm very glad that I was able to show off for you on that jump. It was a lot of fun.
It's just because Rob is like, there's no way I could do that.
Pretty much.
He's definitely impressed.
No, and because we went, there was a string of riders that just went around it, and when she went on it, somebody yelled, "Finally!"
Yeah, I had to ask you after, like, what that was about.
Yeah, because I think it was only I can't remember his name. Rutbanger's sister. What was her name?
Jenny.
Yeah, it was Jenny, Chelsea, and I think one other, you and one other that did it out of the entire female field.
Were you on an e-bike or a regular one?
I was definitely in the fun class. E-bike.
Don't make that face. Don't make that face around us.
Bunch of losers.
This side of the room doesn't need to talk.
Well, I know. I'm pretty sure Teddy was on an e-bike too, so we're pretty outnumbered.
No e-bikes for me.
You weren't. Okay.
I don't even have an e-bike.
The allegiances begin.
What the fuck? What
Welcome
bike?
to the show.
What bike were you on? Does it have a fat down tube?
It's got a high pivot. It's a forbidden.
Oh, that's why.
Nice.
Those are wild looking bikes.
That's a cool bike.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad that you got to witness that. And what were people doing if they didn't hit the road gap? Is there like a lame ride around?
It was just a little ride around, yeah.
It's like a ride through that you can you could go over it. Well, oh man, I should have gotten the video. One of the Semper Fi guys.
Holy shit!
He went to like jump it but didn't commit.
Oh, no.
And it's not one you want to do that on. It's got like a pretty rough knuckle on it. He just clapped.
And just blew up. Blew up. Sure, this guy was great too because he had the Goggle Man logo shaved into the back of his head.
Yep, pretty seen that before.
And, do you see Enduro Bro? Jesse had the TDS logo.
Oh, he always does it in his chest every year. He shaves it. Into his
What do they
chest.
say? Semper Fi, do or die.
He died.
He died.
Not really. He's a really good guy, and that was brutal. But he got up immediately and started going.
Yeah, that
was he injured after all?
Dude, he showed up to the bottom and he was like missing a left shoulder. It was like this shoulder was here and this one was just like gone. There's blood all over his top tube and people were like, yeah, he got back on his bike and finished. I was like, oh yeah, that's
fucking Marine.
Like
There's a Marine for you. Get the job done.
Bravo.
One factor in our head before we dropped into that stage is not knowing how muddy it would be.
Yep.
And it's quite a quick braking section after the jump. So I just kind of had it in my head that send it, and if you stop, you stop. If not, you're going into the crowd.
That's a great approach.
I was glad the ladies went first. We let them go and test it, and then the e-bike would get up before we dropped, and they're like, oh, it's actually grippy. We're like, okay, cool. So we're not going to die, but they had no clue if they'd die or not.
How big was the gap, would you say, ish?
Probably a solid 60 feet.
20 or so feet, I think.
Dang, dude, that's a big gap.
Yeah, it's huge.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Was it one of those tricky gaps?
No,
just a
it's super. It's like trail speed.
Yeah.
There's like up above you have like roller and then like double that you can hit, and then whole grilled onion, and then into the road gap. And if you just follow trail speed, it's perfect.
And the double up there is where.
No, I had to pedal and pull for it.
Oh, really?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I had at least 2 full pedals and a good pull.
Dang.
Wow.
That's terrifying. That's a lot scarier than just nuking into it.
My favorite heckle of the weekend was I was telling people to yank it like the first time, like it was the first time.
You would. Well, April, did you have
I was a bit disappointed in the heckling. I only got one meaner heckle the whole race.
Only got your feelings hurt once. That's
what was the mean one?
Yeah, and it was lame. It was just an e-bike comment.
Oh, really?
That's it?
Not very creative.
Should have been something like girls are dumb or something like that.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't fuck with her. She'd probably beat my ass.
Yeah, she'd whoop my ass too.
Former
sure.
pro fucking motocrosser and current fucking badass on a mountain bike. I'm not gonna fuck with that.
What was? Did you have a favorite stage, April?
Yeah, I think it was the second stage on day 2, kind of like a loamier.
Yeah.
And I think that one had a big chute in it, like that faster, not steep, but just pinned chute. The first 3 stages on day 2 were more moto style, so I really enjoyed that. Just kind of loamy, fresh. First one was pretty muddy. That was fun too, though.
That one was slick.
Yeah, it was.
For you, yes.
It was
for
slick.
us.
It was like the slickest stage I've ridden in years.
For sure. It was all over the place. You were letting the bike dance under you like crazy.
It was so much fun. Like, because it wasn't super muddy yet for us, but it was pretty muddy. But by the time that the men acoustic bikes went through, it was probably horrible.
Yeah. I mean, you could just start calling us badasses instead of men on acoustic bikes. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just call them the Amish. That's what we call them.
Amish. No, the first 3 stages, I was talking with Chelsea because she'd come up and give me the like the gay climbers would say, give me the beta on the trail before I drop it. And it was like, she's like, yeah, second stage, she's like, it was like the first stage but better. And then the third stage is like, yeah, it was like the second stage but better. The first 3 stages on day 2 were sick because they were like proper single track, some good like side hill shit. There were a couple like janky turns into some like sprints uphill, which always suck, but other than that, it was super fucking cool.
I gotta say that at the one thing that made me go, how the fuck do you navigate that, was actually not so much the road gap. It was the fucking right left after the road gap. That's a fucking tough thing to hit, dude.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was just looking at one of the comments in the Zoom room.
I saw that one too. You just want to mention it now that we're talking about it?
Yeah, Jay Prizzle said something about Normal having his murder gloves on still, and then Uncle Touchy likes Sour Patch Kids. Shocker. You fucking losers.
He's still got the murder gloves on too.
But sorry, you were saying right and left and...
The after the road gap, the fucking the approach to get into that turn, like that's
that's super hard, like flat right if you hit it right, but then it's got like that berm lip thing on it to the right. Yeah, that thing was janky. Yeah. I almost died on that.
Is there any video people can see of all
like
this?
An inside to that one was pretty sick.
Yeah, I saw. I didn't hit it perfect inside, but I definitely that was one of the 2 trails I practiced.
Do we have any clips of him? Riding?
I have him. I posted a clip of him riding today.
Yeah, these guys are great friends. I have like 2 clips from the 11 stages that I did.
Dude,
That's super cool.
Perry, I actually have a bunch.
He's like me. I just find you all to be acquaintances. Not much else.
No, I have.
Thanks for meeting.
I have a bunch. I have a few on my phone, and I have almost every stage on my camera.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start hiring Drew Palmer's dad. Be like, hey, I'll throw you $20.
There's another person here in the Zoom room.
The dirtiest man in MTV, the poop, aka the poop bucket, has just joined the fucking party.
Poop bucket.
He's on the poop
Shirtless
bucket
too.
Hold on, we can't hear you yet. You connected the audio.
Never seen such an excited 40-year-old in my life.
Teddy, did you have a favorite stage?
I think the stage 4 on day 1 and stage 3 on day 2 were good. Like the blind, like kind of raw, fresh cut stages were just.
Yeah. Those are always so good out there, especially once like everybody gets riding them in. Like once the kind of progresses through, like April said, it's like gets progressed through a little bit, and people start riding it in. You'll start getting a couple of ruts here and there, but
it started to like tack up a bit on day 2. By stage 3, it was kind of let go.
Yeah, that was sick. That it started actually getting good. Because end of day 1, like got just wet enough for like the top layer to be slick as shit on top, and then like they were saying, like overnight it got worse, but then it got better as soon as the day went through.
Holy fucking shit! Talk about slick as shit. I ate shit on fucking hiking out to Heckle on fucking Saturday. Holy fuck!
This guy wrecked more than all 3 of us combined
was fucking
over the weekend.
Covered in mud. I fucking the jerk hand wanted to fucking stop to take a piss, so like, hold my beer. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm like, let me take a few steps down. And I started sliding, and I was like, well, let's see if I can fucking surf it. And then fucking off my feet I go. But I saved the beer I had in one hand and the Red Bull in the other. But I was fucking muddy as fuck.
What's the movie? I think it's with like John Candy. I can't remember, where the guy just keeps rolling down the hill. Oh, I think it was like Beverly Hills Ninja or something.
Chris Farley?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. What movie was that?
I think it is.
That's
Beverly
Rob
Hills
at TDS. He's just like 50 seconds of
or like
rolling.
on Hot Rod, where he's doing the dance movie playoff, where he's in the woods smoking and drinking, and he's like doing the punch dancing, and then he falls down the hill and he just keeps falling, hitting trees. Oh, hey, quick question while we've got everybody in here. April, Teddy, Ryan, how much poison oak do you all have? Did you guys get off scotch free, or are you
0.
0.
I don't get poison oak.
Everybody's out free.
You guys are
poison
all
oak.
fucking kidding me. What
What about you?
I used to not get poison oak as a kid, but it might have just been the weak organ stuff. Yeah, I got it on my bow here. I got it on my belly.
Who chose that?
Dude,
this is my best year. Normally, it's like my socks are stuck to my legs because I got poison oak everywhere.
Last year you had scabs. You
were bad.
It was really bad. I actually wore pants and long sleeves the entire time this year. It's almost like people do that for a reason around.
No short pants for you.
No, I didn't wear my cutoffs. I got some hand-me-downs from Cody Kelly, so I was wearing some really tight Specialized pants.
Good name drop.
My butt looked nice.
It did. It really did. They were nice and tight, and you looked svelte.
I almost didn't wear them because I was a little self-conscious.
Did they make you faster?
Oh yeah, way faster.
I want to fucking switch it up a little bit and go from.
I want to switch it up and talk about like not racing.
Yeah,
what happened that wasn't racing
that's where I was going with this. I got to hear from fucking Sebastian about Mark Weir like planking onto him on the chair during the fucking comfortable chair game on Friday night.
No,
what's the comfortable chair game?
The comfortable chair game is what lost my right nut. Yeah,
seems very comfortable.
Right.
Yeah, if there's a comfortable chair around the fire, don't sit down on it. This is kind of a good old boy fire where if you sit down, period, you're just gonna get like tackled with back breaking speed, like just the hardest shoulder tackles you can imagine, and just no reservation for health.
This is like brute force in an ESPN commercial in the 2000s.
Yeah. But it's not about the person in the chair, it's about gaining the chair.
Yeah, I guess if you think about it that hard, but really it's just fucking people up around the fire. It's just a reason to tackle somebody.
So this is kind of like, remember going back, the champagne circle of bonfires. Remember, we wanted to make sure the other person didn't drink, so you inflicted as much alcohol damage to yourself as possible so you could call the other person gay.
Pretty much. Something like that.
When we were younger.
I've never been injured at TDS in the 7-ish years I've been there, except for around the campfire.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So Sebastian, tell us about your experience playing the comfortable chair game.
Oh, God. How did anyone get him out of the chair?
Well, I kind of only really remember certain parts of it because I was really hydrated during the whole entire TDS event because obviously this year I
drink your Pedialyte.
My doctor's doubled up on my Vagisil prescription because my poon is just getting so stinky nowadays that I wasn't able to race this year, so I was on full on booze duty. And I don't really remember much about Saturday. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I remember at least like twice I was tackled. But the rest is kind of blurs. I know Rob's got a video of me somewhere, getting decked out by one of the dudes. But
I don't.
Yeah.
I actually don't. I fucking missed that.
Yeah, we'll come off the top ropes on you.
Oh, he'll
get on
came
top
off the
of
ropes.
rocks, and it's bad. The first time we played that, I laid down in like a flat laying out chair, and he just full like crab sits on my fucking pelvis and just crushes me into the chair.
Who is the prize in the chair? I mean, you would think it would be normal just because he's such a large human being. Like, who's the prize tackle?
If he's out there, which I haven't seen him since I lost my nut, Casey Sanchez,
yes,
the son of the people that put it on, and he's just corn-fed good old boy that will he'll hold his beer and keep you from getting the chair. I injured myself trying to tackle him. He was in the chair, and he just fucking Uno reversed me and just slammed. Yeah, I would say prize time is him for sure.
Rob's excited.
Rhino just showed a video of fucking Mark getting I think Mark crushing fucking Sebastian.
Yeah, it's Sebastian.
He did get him.
Oh,
he did
dude, you gotta fucking send me that.
Were there any injuries this year? Any testicles lost?
Not that I know of.
That's good.
No, but there was some really angry people.
Do women get in the chair? Would April get in the chair? Of course, Chelsea.
You remember my background on my phone that I had on this with Chelsea bleeding from the eyes?
Yeah, I remember now.
April, you ever want to play the chair game?
No, I'm not that tough. I don't like getting hit, honestly.
No, it's called not being that dumb. It's okay. You can call it how it is.
Fuck, Chelsea got in it last year. But, like, the funniest thing to me, I think, as I remember, because I was a little bit not sober.
Medicated.
Yeah, that too. Was...
Meditated.
In my mind, I saw fucking Weir just haul himself onto fucking Sebastian, land on Sebastian, and then it felt like 20 seconds, the chair just collapsed. He gets up, fixes the chair, sits down, and was like, what?
Yeah, it's when I walk down in the morning, you just see like a completely like almost cartoon looking flattened chair just in the middle of the gravel, and then there's like two more skeletons of chairs in the fire. It's there's aftermath for sure. Yeah, and when somebody sits in a chair, Weir just gets this like this extra this sparkle in his eye, and you see him, he like starts sprinting like Wolverine, just fucking nuking across the fucking fire.
And then one guy got like really angry and aggressive about it too. It was
really?
like, oh yeah, dude, he like wanted to fight people and shit. Like,
was he in the chair or tackling people?
He was in the chair, and Weir got him. So there's a little background to this, because shortly before that, during the mini moto race, this dude and Weir were like fucking nose to nose, and Weir's like, you know how I get to know people? I fucking step on them. And I was like, I love you. Yes.
They were nose to nose. Did they kiss?
No, they didn't. Yeah. But it was funny too, because it was like it was definitely like a lot of peacocking and chest puffing. But Weir was doing it to get the guy fucking riled up, and then when he got in the chair, Weir just fucking cleaned him out.
Weir knows how to do that.
Oh, it was awesome. I fucking love him.
It was the gayest TDS ever, so I figured there'd be some man-on-man kissing.
Oh, fuck.
There was a gay gorilla around the fire, like
Oh, there was, and he
Is that his name?
He was lap dancing sea bass, and he was trying to anyway. Sea bass was backing it up.
We have history with this guy too. His name's Everett. Really good fucking dude. The first year I went to TDS, he was one of the people that I asked the mini horse question to doing man on the street shit.
Yeah, he's really good at being gay, dude.
Super gay.
He was trying to grab dongs and stuff once it got real late.
The gay gorilla.
Yeah, he's in like a gorilla upper and then like cut off jean shorts that were questionably short for a man.
Please tell me you got pictures somehow.
Oh, we've got some stuff.
It's on our story.
I was gonna say, yeah, there's a video.
That's on our story too.
Yeah.
The gorilla lap dance is on our story.
Get it right. It's the gay.
You don't remember that, do you, Sebastian?
I have some vague memories of it. Yeah,
okay.
I do remember the gorilla soup.
It's not gay, Sebastian. If you don't remember it, it's okay.
So of this year, Sebastian, what was your favorite moment that you can remember?
Dude, there's a lot of good. Well, this by far was for from a spectator perspective, like probably one of the best TDSs that I've ever been to. Just because of how just how chill everything was this year. But I gotta say, there was a point in time where, you're sitting around the campfire and, you're just kind of hanging out. It's cold as shit. It's raining. And then all of a sudden, and not to mention, absolutely blackout shit faced. And then all of a sudden, this massive explosion goes off 10 feet from my face. And, all these sparks go everywhere. And you realize someone threw a fucking, one of those firecrackers or whatever, or a firework into the fire. And exploded and sent debris everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck? And then,
You sure that wasn't Ryan throwing a brand new fork in the fire?
Yeah, I was gonna
was that what that was?
Rhino threw
I thought it was a firework, dude.
Yeah, Rhino
And
threw a
Olin's
fork.
38 definitely went to the fire.
Damn. Okay, that might have been it then. Dude, it was such a big
That was
explosion. I'm not for
magnesium
sure.
spark.
Oh my god.
We were sitting in the little car and we got showered.
Did you, dude?
Showered with molten magnesium.
Yeah.
See, those are the stories I was searching for.
Yeah.
That's it. Then there was the throwing the 805 zeros into the fire.
Yeah.
Fucking
The beer
Sunday
cans.
Night.
We were looking for beer to throw in. Yeah, moto tires and then a fucking semi truck tire at one point.
Beamish. Teddy, what was your overall favorite moment? Not race related.
I think my favorite moment was my buddy Matt rubbing beef tallow on Mark Weir's bald head.
Clip that, play it forever.
He's like, you're not gay, right? I can rub this tallow on you.
We were talking about how he's just gonna have one little patch of hair at the top of his head now.
Yeah,
he looked like
it's gonna be well hydrated.
Yeah, he looks like Chelsea's haircut, but with shorter hair on the sides. Nothing up top there. Oh, hey, you know what I just noticed? You know who raced this year that we know well? The old bum, Colon Bumb.
I just went to ask him what his favorite was. I got to bring you in here, dude, because you're a good friend of the show. You're a good friend of ours. You're a great fucking dude, and it was awesome to fucking see you out there. You accomplished your goal, finish last. Favorite stage, favorite moment, dude. What do you got?
Probably Vigilante.
Yes.
Favorite stage. It's just like a fucking minefield. And favorite moment, finishing.
Yeah, I mean, this weekend that's a good moment. It was a rowdy weekend. It was slick.
Actually, I think the better part was when I looked at the actual race roster who won. The guy below me on the list was Rhino, because Mr. Sleepy Pants didn't go on day 2.
Yeah, he missed.
Oh my God! I actually remember that. I remember waking up hearing, "Did they delay the race?" No, I just woke up.
When has TDS ever delayed the race?
Totally asleep.
Yeah, I was. No, he wasn't sleeping. I banged on his van. He was inside, and it was a rock and a bell.
Oh wow! All righty then. You got a video of that?
No, I should have gotten a video. Like I was saying, I don't know if you'd even call it walking in on him. His back doors were just wide open. You could just see his bare back while he was on his bucket.
I don't know if you heard what I said, but I actually made an intro and I called you the dirtiest man in mountain biking, aka poop bucket.
Dang, man, you took over for Kieran. Congratulations. That's quite an accomplishment.
Just makes sense.
And Jimmy says it's not just a poop bucket. Very good point.
What else could it be?
Gross.
It could be very many things.
What else? What else you guys got from the weekend?
I got nothing for a second.
Let me, the gay.
Dude, I got another one for you guys.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, I want to hear some stories.
Okay, so on the long jump, I know, Rob, you were definitely there.
Yeah.
But there was this one dude who just absolutely sent the long jump. Dude, one of the most mind-blowing things I've ever seen anyone do on a bike. He must have gone beyond 60, maybe close to 70 feet.
Yeah.
And this dude absolutely sends it, lands it, but right as he lands, because of how muddy and wet it was, one of his hands flies off the bars.
Yeah.
He goes straight chest to bar, like he's heading in the direction of where that pit is, where all the logs, the bottom of the long jump.
Yeah.
But somehow he miraculously, like just without any control of his bike, like still on it, flies right by it, goes up the hill into where the trail continues going, and then is able to somehow get off the trail and land into the soft grass. Not a single scratch on him. He was totally fine.
Dude, it was.
But this dude, I thought for sure, like if he crashes, he's dying. Like that's it. That's it.
Well, I swear I saw pictures of him, and he like came off super 12 o'clock, like upright.
Oh, yeah.
And then when he came down, it almost seemed like it like just tore it out of his right hand, like just right hand gone.
And you could tell that he fucking yanked when he went off. He yanked it like the first time when he came off that jump. I was so fucking pissed because I did get the fucking epic Suey no-hander that somebody did off of it, but I don't know what happened. I was having camera issues at the time, and I was trying to fix it.
Surprise.
No, I was changing my battery because the battery was fucking dying, and I didn't get that. I was so
he was
fucking
changing
pissed.
his battery every time I
It's just here.
I did get Chelsea though. I know.
I was going to say, which Chelsea won the women's long jump.
Nice.
She's had a good year.
Yeah,
she has.
Yeah,
I saw on the TDS story they said it was 75 feet.
That the guy went.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
That's fucking wild.
Bonkers.
Yeah.
I don't think I even made it to the first measurement marker.
He's like maybe 7 or 5 feet.
I had somebody was hot on my ass too. He was screaming at me the entire way down. I couldn't really stop because it was all real rocky and pretty wet. So I wasn't trying to like not send it, but I didn't because I didn't even. Seriously, I think the first marker was like maybe 10 feet, and like step downs are like my only jump that I can do well. And
well, yeah, and you
didn't really go that far.
Yeah, you come into the long jump and it's like this big step down, but there's usually not like a lip on it. When I rolled up to it this year, I didn't practice it, but I rolled up to it and it looked like they had a bigger lip on it.
They did, yeah.
But I heard that they had knocked it down, blah, blah, blah. But you do the shittiest climb of the entire weekend is coming into the long jump area. First stage, you have to climb up past it and then across this stupid spot. This one, you climb up, you're fully gassed, seat up, you turn down in, and you're just between these trees, and it's kind of a slight left, right, but you can really cut them and gain a lot of fucking speed. And it's one that when you're coming up, if you're coming full fucking speed, it's intimidating because you don't see. No. It's just like an edge, and you don't see it until you're hucking off of it, and then it comes down across like a river crossing at the bottom, and you have to go right up over this thing. So just imagine like hucking that 50, 60 plus feet and then landing and then controlling your bike and not hucking past that next knuckle to the right. Because I
think the hardest part is like it gives you enough time to chicken out.
Oh, it does.
Like you can see the lip just long enough to full brake.
Yeah, because you're going in and you're like, yeah, I got full speed, and then you look up at the lip and you're like, oh shit, do I want to go this fast off of this? You know what it looks like on the backside, but
I did have a whole plan for the long jump this year. I didn't get to practice it, but I was going up the hill before, and I had the seat up, granny gear, just going slow, and Casey's out there yelling at me, and I'm just like, looked up, slow as fuck. That's all I could like think to say. And I was gonna go up there, take like a 5-10 second break and take a breath and like strategize the jump. And then Casey's up there, and he just grabs my backpack as I'm like getting to the top and just pushes me down into the trail. And he's like, "Come on!" And I was like, "No, I gotta take a breath. I gotta take a breath."
He was probably trying to keep you from doing that exactly. Because I remember last year, year before, somebody like went back up the hill and then re-hit the long jump or something.
Dylan Crane, yeah.
Yeah, and everybody was like, "Well, you can't do that. You're in a race stage. You can't stop and turn around, go back up, and then still hit the long jump." But I'm glad he pushed you into it.
Teddy, how'd you feel about it?
A long jump? Kind of sketchy. I got like 2 sprained ankles. So I'm like, that's like my nightmare, basically coming down off a long jump. But damn, I got it clean. Like I didn't go that far, like maybe 45 feet. And then I slid the entire corner over the hump after it. And like, I have it on my POV if you look on my page, but like you can see my front slide for probably 50 feet right over. And I fucking almost died. That was the scariest moment of the weekend, I think.
Yeah, that right-hander gets sketchy. I mean, even this year, I tried to kind of stay inside and scrub it, but instead I like slipped at the bottom, and then it just pointed me at the lip, and I like hucked across and up, and there's like a hillside, which probably one of the parts I got poison oak on, and it just like hucked opposite of the trail. I was really happy there weren't logs and rocks up in there. It's pretty exciting coming down into that thing. Because it's a pretty good G out, and then you're going fucking 50 miles an hour, however freaking fast you're going.
I like those jumps after. I got to ride that section of trail last year with the Summer 5 Fun. That's a fucking cool area.
Yeah, every trail is so fucking sick.
That place is so fucking incredible. Great point though. Fucking scariest moment of the weekend. Let's do a fucking
round table.
Scariest moment of the weekend.
Who's going to start?
April, go.
Go ahead, April.
Ladies first.
Honestly, didn't have one.
Yeah,
I kept it upright the whole time. I think I was just really disappointed in myself with Vigi because I went way too slow because I was too scared of their honks. But honestly, I had more fun than like the scared moments were just in my head, and then I had the most fun riding. But maybe on day 2. If you guys remember for a Vigi and Axe Grinder, you would do like the middle jump berm section, but you'd hit that jump in that first right-hander, like those like really sick berms. If you know what I'm talking about, that right to the left of that big hip or that big gap jump.
Yeah.
But like that one berm was super muddy, but honestly, like nothing super scary. I'm sorry.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it's good.
Colin, what was yours, buddy?
Yes.
Right after you go into Vigi, it like, I don't know, maybe about 10, 20 yards in, it starts off really rocky, and then it starts kind of small left to right turns. I don't know what happened. Front tire got hung up on something, threw me straight over the bars, and I like slid into home on a bunch of chunky rocks. Ooh. But I decided to wear a chest protector, so I didn't feel a freaking thing. And then dropping down into Vigi right after that. So I was all adrenaline's up and everything. But yeah, that's probably my scariest moment. I only went down twice. The first time I went down was up at the top. My front tire just hit a rock. Rocks were really slick, and it threw me down real hard onto my shoulder. And some spectator was walking by, and he's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, fine." Just kept going. But I would have probably been the 3rd shoulder injury for us had I actually hit real hard right there, because my shoulder's pretty sore still from that.
Who else? I know the dude that hit the road gap, but who else got hurt?
Alex in Vigi.
Yeah, I was going to say it was later on in the second day, right?
Oh.
Yeah, second day he went down in Vigilante and messed up we had a right shoulder and a left shoulder between our guys.
Magic.
Kevin just straight up sent that gap on maple syrup. I rolled over the end of it because I was not about to freaking try and jump that thing.
I mean,
and I don't know how April thinks everything was tacky. That stuff was slick as hell to me.
No, I didn't say it was tacky. I said we were a little nervous before dropping in because we didn't know how it would be. And my mentality was, I'm going to send it. And if I can't stop, then I'll just stop into the crowd, but I'm going to send it.
Somebody will catch me.
Rhino, what do you got?
There's like a 12-year-old kid that raced, and he went down hard on.
Oh,
did
dude,
he?
he went down right in front of us. That kid is tough as fuck, man.
He was ripping.
Gustavo from Guadalajara.
Yeah.
Little savage.
Yeah, Rhino, what do you got for your sketchiest moment, scariest moment?
Oh, I got 3 of them actually. Me and April and Amelia were there like a couple of weeks before or whenever, and I got a note on my van from Ron.
Oh, fuck.
And it said, "Dude, WTF! Exclamation point! Don't park like a dick. PSS, don't you dare camp here, Ron S." And I was like, I gotta see Ron. It's gonna be so scary.
That's terrifying.
And then anytime I looked down the trail and realized I had to pedal, that was super scary. And then realizing I had to wake up early to race was really scary.
Rhino,
but as soon as the bike went downhill, it was banging. Just game on, let's go, hooking it. I was pumped.
Oh. Did you not ride your e-bike because I told you I was going to beat you on an e-bike too? Is that why you didn't ride it? Because I was kind of hoping you'd ride your e-bike and then I could beat you.
I wanted to. Well, I didn't ride the e-bike because I thought I had a chance, but I didn't against you. And I knew that. That's what I really know. I actually wanted to keep your streak going.
I know
ass.
Rhino's been so kind to me to let me keep beating him. But there was one year I didn't do Sunday, but I don't think you finished that year either. That was the only year I didn't finish, was the year I didn't do Sunday after my wrist.
Yeah, I'm not sure what year that was. One year, 2 years ago, I didn't even make it to practice. Yeah. And that's kind of why that fork ended up in the fire, actually. A little bit of closure.
Yeah, you need that sometimes. Teddy, did you have any spooky moments?
I feel like I did like 3 or 4 slides in Vigi where my front tire was just up on the walls. But somehow I figured it out and got down.
Just praying to baby Jesus, she grips.
Yeah, and like axe grinder on day 2 was real scary just because I was so tired. Like after a long day on the bike, that trail is terrifying.
Yeah, I felt that on that. I think that was probably mine, where I was coming in with like speed that I was happy with. I was like, hell yeah, we're cooking. But then I got in, and same thing where I'm like, oh, my arms are fucking pumped. I'm fucking tired. I'm kind of behind my pace right now in my mind. I'm like, I'm about to get fucked up.
In the last section on that, they did that shoot into the mud where the motos went up.
Yep.
Brutal.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. That was a good time.
Did your bike shoot off to the right with the wet off-camber rocks?
Somehow not. No,
nice.
I biased it to the left uphill, and it like corrected into the middle of the track. Yeah.
See, I
had Mark there. Mark Weir was there yelling at me, calling me an overachiever for not racing the e-bike.
Yeah, didn't Ron give you shit about it too?
Yeah. He was calling me the R word, saying, "Where's your e-bike? I built this place. I ride an e-bike," as I was like climbing and suffering up the hill.
I fucking love him.
He's like, "What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
Is that everyone?
What's the R word?
Yeah.
Retard.
Ron was like, "You fucking dumbass."
That's what it was he was saying. I thought it was Rum Runner. Thanks for clarifying. Did we get Seabass? We had his, right?
Did you have a scary moment, Seabass?
Yeah, I did. Sunday morning driving home, dude. God damn, dude. Just waking up the most hungover I'd ever been in my entire life, and it's cold as shit and foggy and just been raining, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go home. And then not realizing how hungover it was until I started driving. Yeah.
It's one of those, like, should I be driving?
Nice.
No condone drunk driving. I wasn't drunk, just so everyone knows. There was no drunk driving happening. Just really hungover driving.
That is the worst, when you're still drunk in the morning and you're like, fuck, I'm stuck here.
I've done that where I've gotten up and I like go out to my work van, and I'm like, Yeah, I'm gonna send a text message instead of get into this. I think you'd rather me stay home right now.
Well, you've assembled a great crew here, and before we let them go, I want to ask them all one question. Okay, so we'll start with April because that's how this has been the whole time. Give me just one single word to explain your TDS weekend.
Fun.
Okay,
It
fun.
was just really fun.
All right. Teddy.
Hypothermic. I was fucking cold the whole time, dude. I don't think I got warm for 4 days.
Shit, dude, you should have crawled into the fucking trailer and hung out with us.
Rob would have spooned you.
Rhinovirus.
Sloppy.
I like that one.
Colin.
I was going to say wet, so sloppy wet.
And normal.
Shit faced.
We can make that one word.
I think that was like your plan going in. We talked about it a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Way to follow through, man. I mean, meet your goals. That's what TDS is all about.
But, you know,
I was literally I was sober for almost 5 months just to prepare for TDS. So, yeah.
How many beers does it take to get you drunk, Seabass?
Yeah,
It depends what we're talking. Like if it's like a 5% or less alcohol, it just won't. But like
I can't drink them fast enough.
I have a question because I'm making my video, and my question to myself, which I can't answer, is it more fun to spectate or race for those that have done both? What do you guys think?
I've done both. They're equally fun, but just in totally different parameters.
I would say the spectating is more fun, but the racing is more fulfilling and exciting. You know,
interesting.
But, yeah,
you know, the spectating when the good weather is out and the crowds are twice the size is probably a factor as well, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
The 2 years before the first 2 years I went, the crowd was ridiculous, and it's fucking so much fun spectating. This year was.
I have a question,
fun, but yeah,
Sebastian.
What?
How big is your dipstick? What are you doing back there?
Hey, I got one right here, dude.
Why do you think he's wearing his gloves?
In your size 17 shoes.
Here's my dipstick, dude.
Look at that hog.
Man, for those of you only listening.
Wow. Well, I mean, he did.
That's like 2 feet, bro.
That stick's a hog, dude.
I was just curious.
On Thursday morning, he did ask me if I wanted to see his dinosaur cock after our date on Wednesday night.
Wow.
All right. Okay. So before we like do wrap up with them, I want to hear the date story. Oh my God! It is a dinosaur cock. It's a dick shaped like a dinosaur.
Erectosaurus.
Look, it's even got huge nuts. Cockosaurus Rex.
And I think the funniest part of that moment is he fucking deadpanned me, and he's standing there in his shop. I'm still in my pajamas. I haven't showered yet or whatever, and he just looks at me and goes, "Hey Rob, you want to see my dinosaur cock?" And I was, it was so like perfectly stated. I'm just like, fuck, what am I getting myself in for? And actually, okay, so my thought process there was, well, it might be interesting to see how big it is.
Oh my! Rob's taking him totally serious, like going through his head.
I mean,
Yeah.
9 million years old.
When in Rome.
He goes, sure, hang on a second, and walks over to the fucking cabinet, picks it up, and shows it to me. I'm like, good, thank you.
Rob's like, bummer.
He bought me dinner.
What do you get?
I got ribs, and we got some appetizers.
Dang, big spender over there,
dude.
Got your ribs,
and he bought me my two favorite beers too. Like, yeah, I had two of my favorite beers. I was like,
so like a Michelob Ultra and a Corona Light.
No, a Duvel. It's a Belgian heavy.
Couple of beers.
It's so good.
Okay, well, I thought I knew you.
No, when he's got to buy his own beer, it's a Michelob Ultra.
No.
Welcome
to Jewish
Rob did not put out that night, though.
It sounds
he did not put out.
Sounds like he was ready and willing.
That's supposed to be the customary date stuff. You know, you take them on a date, they put out later. That's the fair exchange right there. I didn't get anything from him.
I wasn't sure what the protocol was in that point when you alphaed me and said, "I'm buying dinner." I was like, whoa,
that's what he meant. He said,
"We're fucking." So be a lot of friction in that experience.
No, like all joking aside, we actually like sitting down and like we had fun riding. I actually told him the Blumpkin story too, so that was part of that too. I told him I told him that when we were riding. Sorry, April.
That's how you got him all buttered up, huh?
I told him that and a few other funny stories when we were riding at this really cool bike park near his house. Then we went out and we chit chatted. I got to give Rhino gave him a really good compliment this weekend, and he called him first of all, he called him a genius like fucking 7 times, but he also called him a really high quality, high vibration individual. And now after that dinner and just shooting the shit with him and like spending time with him this weekend, I completely understand that dude. Good dude, really fucking like genuine human being, and like he fucking took notes during our dinner about like dumb shit, like dumb quotes I said while we were talking about motivational shit.
You could tell Rob felt the vibration.
Yeah,
I felt the vibration.
Does that dinosaur cock shake?
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, so that was fun.
Rob wraps it up.
Hey, I'm a Jew. I love a free meal. Fuck.
Anyways, we totally didn't fuck. Have a good night.
Friend zoned.
Love you. I'll sleep in here. I don't think I can handle that.
Could have made it even gayer, and you didn't.
Do you want to ask Teddy anything about the CBS interview?
No, I mean, I think I got all that I needed. Yeah. I mean, did you laugh when the guy inside when the guy crashed? Because I would have had a hard time not.
Well, I laughed, but he was on my bike.
Oh, shit.
I was kind of concerned about the bike.
You're like, this is funny, but I don't like it.
Isn't it?
You wanted to go down like a real stair set, and we're like, let's start with 3 stairs. Hardtails himself off 3.
You should have just given him 30. It would have been a real fucking...
That would have been, I don't think they would have aired it.
Would have been like that.
Like that.
Would have been like that.
Where do we find this footage?
Like the story.
Yeah, like
Just look up like CBS Evening News Mountain Bike.
Yeah, it
Are you gonna post it up?
You should.
No, but just Google that.
No.
The guy does crash. And people are just not very athletic sometimes. It's really odd.
No. Would they see somebody do something and they're like, oh, well, that looks fun. It's like have no clue about the skill and decades put into actually being able to just jump down
3 stairs.
It's like the grape smashing lady when she falls off that deck. Have you seen that one?
Oh yeah, that's the OG.
Craziest thing about that experience is I learned that CBS uses an iPhone for all their news stories.
Dude, fuck off, for real?
Seriously?
I remember you telling me that was crazy.
They mic you up and they film you on their iPhone.
I'd just be like, all right, I'm not doing this. You got an iPhone?
Did the guy always talk like that? That's my only question.
He didn't really like talk to me like that. You know, he did his voiceover afterwards.
Right.
And his like boozy narration style, but I didn't have any creative freedom. I just kind of was there.
The voiceover was what made us laugh so much.
Oh, yeah. That was Cheef loved so much.
Yeah,
he had all these little puns, you know.
I know. Dude, the puns were the worst part. I remember the puns being just ridiculous.
I think like, and he flew through the air like an artist.
It's getting unstoppable momentum.
I think one of the things that he said that we did make fun of is he talked about you flying through the air like an artist or whatever Rob said, but there was like no trick being done or anything. It was just like a guy like jumping through the air.
Like 4 stairs over him,
right.
You know? Like laid down, and that was the trick.
Right. But to him, it was amazing.
I got a question for Teddy. If I can interject real quick.
By all means.
Has anybody just gotten super triggered at you for riding in spots that maybe bikes probably shouldn't be riding, according to most people? I think it's sick, but has anyone gotten mad at you yet?
I have to go to federal court. I got a court date.
Was that
the Golden Gate Bridge?
It's for that one clip, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. I don't care. I figured it was inevitable. I'll live stream it.
Yeah, you should. I'll testify if you need.
I watched that video the other day, and I was like, "Holy fucking shit, dude! That's fucking amazing. That was really cool." So you get kicked out of the park and charged with under federal charges for that or something?
Awesome.
Yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night to a phone call, and it was a cop. And she's like, I know who you are. I know what you've done.
God, I'd sue that cop.
What are you going to do? Stab me in a scream mask later or something?
Weird.
It's fine. I don't think it's a big deal. I figured I'd get in trouble eventually. Like, I've been posting illegal videos forever. So.
Yeah.
Nice.
You just saw it on her explore page. So I feel like that's like validating.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I'd actually be kind of stoked.
I was like, well, did you like the clip?
like, yeah, you thought it was sick, didn't you?
It's dangerous.
I think like the difference between where you're at and where I live is we have a public trail going through a public golf course right now. Like people are just playing golf and people have been hit with golf balls. Like, it just cuts right through the golf course at the base of the mountain there.
What trail?
I don't know the name of the trail. They call it the, I can't remember the name of it. Sorry. Whatever. I saw a thing about it today.
So we'll wrap up here with everybody. Any final thoughts from you guys at all? April, you were first. You've been first the whole time. So, what do you got?
Just thanks for not being so scared of girls and having me on.
Thanks for not being scared of us.
I appreciate that. Actually, it's funny. Well, our guest next week is a girl, and then maybe the week, 2 weeks after that's going to be a girl as well. So we're trying to uncancel ourselves.
Yeah, we're good for you guys.
We're feminists now.
For guys who hate women, we sure have a lot of them on our show.
We're a bunch of misogynistic chads, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah,
quite.
And when are we going to repeal the 19th, guys?
I've been having to move it back every year on my calendar.
Yeah, we have so much power.
Teddy, any
I love you, April.
It's okay. Even though Colorado kids stole you from me.
Oh, that's right.
Love triangle.
That's why we're broken up now. I shouldn't be talking to you.
Yeah, that's funny.
Well, I look forward to next year when Jimmy and Cheef are there. So
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Now we can show up.
You guys got to come. Like, definitely got to come this year, next year.
Yeah, we'll be there next year.
Nice.
I said that last year.
It's gonna be. I've already like started planning and trying to be more structured with what I want to do next year for this. So
yeah, I don't know if you could tell by the messages Rob sent me. He wasn't very well put together before he left. He didn't know every ounce of cheese that he has.
If he brings the same effort,
cheese slices.
Yeah, to his texts about food, we're sitting pretty.
I literally just go to Walmart at like 1 a.m, going through Reno on my way there every night,
like pulling fucking little Debbie's off the shelf. Whatever you get your big arms around.
Damn, how was that $200? Oh yeah, I had to buy a cooler too because I didn't bring one.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Rob, don't buy a cooler if Rob's around. He's got like 10.
Yeah, no, I found my other 3 that I bought the last 3 years as well, just yesterday.
We did a trip once with a former member of the podcast who had no riding equipment, and Rob had all of it for him. Rob's.
And I gave him a bike.
And a bike. He was completely kidded when he got there.
Oh my god! I have now that I have the trailer I keep so much spare stuff just in case.
Yeah, I'll literally be cooking something, and I'm almost done, and Rob comes over. Hey, do you need this? Do you need that? Do you need it? And I'm like, no, I'm almost done. It's all right here, but it's a pleasure camping with Rob. It's nice.
He brings it all. That's for sure.
He brought, and that's if anybody didn't know, he brought the hot water to the showers, which is a big deal this year.
Gnar Couch. Yeah, and actually, we have a funny story about that. Is Ron came up after he found out we had put one of the showers in because Jesse couldn't bring us, his broke.
Yeah, previous years Jesse hooked it up.
So last year Jesse and we had a hot shower in both showers, and Jesse brought one Enduro Bro and I brought the other. And this year Ron comes up, he's like, if you need any propane, let me know. We got to keep these showers hot for the weekend. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it was funny seeing the entire line and then steam coming out of one shower.
There was no one in the other shower.
Every time I'd go to shower, I just walked right in because I just took a cold one. And then the one time I went to use Rob's hot one, he's like, hey, is it still hot in there? And I'm rinsing off with cold water to get all the poison oak off me first. And then I was going to pleasure myself in the hot water for just a minute. And then he's like, okay, is it still hot? And I checked. And I'm like, yeah, it's still warm. And he's like, okay, I'm going to change the gas right when I turned it on.
Oh, fuck, I didn't realize that.
He's like, all right, never mind.
How many showers did Rob take per day?
Just one.
That's it? How did you do that?
Because I was fucked up every night. Although
I've never seen you do short of 2.
Although one of the last nights I was in the shower after I left the fire, and I heard fucking the jerk hand walk in, and I got out of the shower and like, what's up, bud? He's like, could I take a shower too? And he ended up just passing out drunk right in front of me. Yeah, that was it. All
right, anyone else?
Teddy?
Final thoughts.
Anything?
Final thoughts on TDS. Final thoughts.
If nobody's got anything, let's go around the room real quick for the guests and have them give their sponsors, socials, anything like that. April, again, you go ahead first.
I will be posting a recap video of the race on my YouTube channel, April Ride MTB. And yeah, you can find that and lots of other videos on there.
Nice. Socials or anything? Any sponsors you want to plug?
Oh, yeah. Oh, are we doing full podium status? All right. Instagram is April Zastrow 11 because my moto background. And then for sponsors, I'd like to thank Ari, SR Sun Tour, Shimano, Schwalbe, Laser, and Jensen USA.
Awesome. Teddy, what do you got?
What's up, guys? Please subscribe to my OnlyFans. I'm going to get started on there. No, shout out Forbidden Bikes. Shout out Or Not Clothing. They're a local clothing brand here in San Francisco, getting into mountain bike stuff. DJI for cameras, if you guys haven't checked that stuff out. Really good. And Lewis Brakes. I'm selling out to the Chinese. Plan.
Socials?
Just my name, Teddy Hayden. Instagram.
Wait, awesome. Rhino, what do you got?
Yeah, thanks everyone. Propane Bikes, I've been on board with them for 4 years, and Epic Crew for a USA startup coming over from Europe. Tannis Inserts, dudes out of Utah, Epic Crew, gotta have them. Save your wheels, prevent pitch flats, the whole works. Therapy Brakes, Reverse Components. These are my cool sponsors. You can find me on Instagram, Ryan M. Rodriguez, Ryan M as in Michael Rodriguez. And I got a YouTube channel. I'm trying to use it a little bit more. There's some fun adventures on there. Ryan Rodriguez. So I got to figure out a better name for that one, but that's what I got right now.
Awesome.
Hey,
thanks, guys.
Rhino, let me help you with some of this stuff.
Colin, anybody want to shout out?
Simplify Fund. It wouldn't have been possible without them and Team Simplify.
Hell yeah, we love those guys.
Hell yeah. And Sebastian?
Support the troops first of all. Just normal MTBer on all platforms. Shout out to Heatwave, One Up Racks, my 2 main sponsors right now. And dude, I'm glad to be back on the show, guys. Freaking love you guys. It's awesome to see what you guys are doing, and glad we got a good time this weekend.
Fuck yeah, brother.
We love all you guys.
Thanks for the rides, and thanks for the date.
We love you.
Love from behind.
Love you
Careful,
all.
Rob's going to start sending you feet pics now.
Yeah, and anyone out there, stop asking me to make an OnlyFans. I'm not going to do it. You wouldn't be asking me
Mark this out to you.
What?
Fuck it.
We made one for you, see guys.
All right, bye all.
All right, guys.
Later, guys.
Bye. Feel free to stay on or hop off. Whatever, we'll be on for a few more minutes.
Get out of here.
Oh, that was fun.
What a cast you put together there, Rob.
And side note, so I got home at 5 a.m. yesterday morning on my drive, and at about, I don't fucking know, 7 or 8 o'clock last night, I was like, fuck, I gotta put a show together for tomorrow. And I reached out to every single one of these people probably less than 24 hours ago to come on here and hang out with us.
So we appreciate all of them being as shitty at planning as we are. Just maybe better planners, I would imagine, by going along with our shitty planning.
Maybe they had nothing else to do. That's why I show up.
I just have nothing better to do.
How long have you guys been doing the podcast?
Oh, God.
Almost 5 years.
4.5 years now? But we started with a different crew.
Yeah, it's now it's in the trailer.
And then they hacked half of our podcasts, and they disappeared.
Yeah,
deleted 200
Deleted
shows.
200 of them or somehow. Yeah, 130 episodes.
Connection to get it back.
I mean, I got them around
Yeah,
somewhere.
talk to your Chinese boys. We need some hacking.
I'm going to China. I hope I don't get stuck.
Damn, dude. Yeah, careful. They're going to tariff your ass coming back over.
Well, they're going to take 35% of me. I'm giving my left.
Yeah, you're going to have to start thinking about what you want
No,
to give
I
up.
wouldn't worry about it too much. You're way too old to work over there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Jimmy.
Colin, how about Ryan's crash this weekend? That was pretty crazy. Ryan Beamish.
Oh, Beamish? Holy shit.
he had a crash.
Beamish was ripping this weekend.
Yeah, he was.
The downhill track, he had a really good time. And then that crash was fucked.
Dude, I didn't realize it was him the first time I saw it, and then I watched it a second time. I was like, holy shit, that was Beamish. And he fucking ate. He came down this hill, washes out going super hard, and then just like lands right into this big old clump of stumps where they had the tape tied to and shit, and just shit whips around. Yeah, that was wild.
And then it gets up.
Unweight to face.
Yeah.
Gets up, takes the vines out of him, and goes. And
he visor gone, just nuking.
He threw a fat 1 foot on that jump before that too.
Yeah. He got too excited.
Hey, wait, Beamish getting excited?
Oh, I fucking love seeing him, man.
I see over here that Jimmy has his Blizz on, and that means it is now time for Jimmy's Baiku, which is being brought to you by Blizz Eyewear, which you can find online at enjoywinter.com. And when you go there, use the code SPONCHESMOM, SPONCHESMOM. For 4 years, we've been saying it, and it still makes me laugh every time. And it's going to be answers to question of the week in some form or another. I promise you that much. The code is SPONCHESMOM, SPONCHESMOM. That's going to get you 30% off your eyewear with Blizz when you go to enjoywinter.com.
The following Baiku is based
When all of the bros decide to get the snip snip, your vasectomies.
Oh my god, I like that a lot. I thought it was going a different direction,
Yeah,
but
I had no idea
I
where that was
like
going.
that ending better. The snip snip these days means something a little different.
I'm out on that one, guys.
Vasectomies.
I fucking love it.
Why are you so good at this?
Oh, he's so good. We gotta make that cocktail.
You're like a fine wine.
Yeah, that really could have taken a dark turn.
That was fantastic. That's one of my favorite ones, actually. I'm going to put that in my Mount Rushmore.
like that.
Vasectomy.
The one he had a few weeks ago was really good. I can't remember exactly what it was. Like 4 weeks ago.
The one about birds? Or
Yeah. And then fuckity fuck fuckity fuck was up there for me too. That one was good. That's a classic.
That's golden.
Fuckity fucking fuck.
I'd be a vasectomy with you.
This week's question of the week is, what's the most comfortable thing to sleep on while camping? That has a little bit to do with mountain biking, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you camp
this weekend.
I figured there'd be some interesting answers by the way you kind of worded it. Sleeping
I didn't word it. What do you mean? I didn't word it any.
You know
question.
Nards. You know Nards.
I'm just
a question.
Just every week, I'm just asking a question.
What's gonna happen when I ask them what they sleep on?
I don't even think like that at all.
Never.
No. This one's from Marcus P&W. His favorite thing to sleep on when camping is drugs.
It's fun.
That's a good idea.
Like needles?
Jimmy?
Strap 450. Nuclear waste.
It's good.
Kootenai Images, a gunt.
Wait, what's a gunt? What's a gunt?
It's the fupa.
Is it really?
For men.
How did we get through a whole episode about fupas and not come up with gunt?
I don't know.
Is gunt, so gunt is like a male fupa?
That's the only thing I think it would be.
So do you
Rob's
even know?
just coming up with shit.
I like Rob. I think Rob's right.
I don't honestly know.
It's a fupa thing.
Yeah, it's a male fupa.
Who wouldn't want to sleep on a fupa? They're probably soft.
I can do this one from Derek Platts. He's one of the Simplify guys. Other men.
Oh wow. Jimmy Sniper says mother of sponge, which translates to Sponge's mom. We can't even get away from it in our own podcast.
Who the fuck is this one? A beer 5/16 response. Cool grass after a 30-pack.
No. Maybe here. Do not do that in the Midwest. You will get chiggers.
Yeah.
CH. Chiggers.
Okay.
With the CH.
The hell's a chigger?
It's these little cool bugs. They're really awesome. They like burrow into your skin and they bite the shit out of you.
Oh yeah, I've heard that hurt.
So
I know this because Bo Beatty passed out on our first float trip I ever took her on when she was about 20 and was drinking illegally. And wow, chiggers, man, a lot of chiggers.
Chiggers got your girl, huh?
Yeah, but you know what? They make a woman. They make a woman sexy.
I gotta read this one.
Chiggers and.
Go ahead.
I got you.
Let's
Moving on
from the
Moving on.
Chiggers. Elkins34 says a tuna can pillow.
Which version of it?
I don't know. It's a fun
Maybe
question.
it's a similar thing to a gunt.
MTB Matt Colorado says his favorite thing to sleep on while camping is Uncle Touche. True?
I would hope not. I don't have a whole lot of soft on me. I'd probably be soft if he laid on me, but...
Lycan Lad says 3 sweatshirts rolled into a pillow inside my helmet bag and 6 roots in my back. That's the more accurate description. He's got the one that's real.
Yeah. Slick Honey So Cougar has a double up here. Bloodied bodies of my mini horse enemies. Cue blood of mix enemies by Man of War and also come.
Why would you kill the mini horses?
I don't know.
No, the blood of... Didn't he say something about the blood of the enemies that killed the mini horses, or the enemies of his mini horses?
Of my mini horse enemies. I'm sorry, I fucked that up.
Yeah. So he's killing people that are enemies of his mini horses.
Clarifying. I would not have.
You got really worried there.
I wouldn't have been able to sleep.
The Glampets. If you ask my old scout leader, it's a young boy.
Oh my God.
Sounds like it could be a Catholic one, too.
Hey, you know, there's better places for therapy than here.
Referee Javil says a butt plug. A butt plug. I couldn't even say it.
Oh
my God.
I'll take yours. Do you want to take the Jimmy's? Do you want to take the next one, Jimmy? Pea and pickle?
Yeah. Yeah, Pea and Pickle, the real version, Sponge's mom.
Oh, it's a classic.
Cheef from Cheef, homeless, overdose, corpse pillow, and syringe bed.
Wow.
I was just downtown life.
Yeah, he's still...
If you're camping in, like, Pioneer Park, that's
lingering.
what I was thinking.
Yes. Still can't get your mind off of the bums.
Yeah, I mean, they're in there forever.
That's true.
They're like the herpes of my brain.
Rob, you got to read Zach's.
Oh, I thought you guys would read that. While what? At Rob's grinder retreat?
You have grinder retreats?
No.
You haven't even told us.
I mean, I didn't invite you. But
Is that what TDS actually was?
This year it was.
The gayest TDS.
I did see the Gayrilla.
It's what Rob did with freaking Normal and Rob had a grinder retreat in Reno.
And finally, from AA Rockets, boobs.
I mean, there's nothing better to sleep on.
Yeah, this is true. Especially real ones, the soft ones.
Yeah, not the bolt-ons.
Yeah.
Bolt-ons.
They look like...
I hate feeling the edges of my pillow.
They're like the side of a fire hydrant.
Yeah. I feel like you got to flip them to cool them down again.
Excuse me.
Oh, did you see? So Chelsea had her fucked up hair, which you've seen. This is her with a Trump comb over. She actually looks normal again.
Oh, that looks nice.
Right?
You can tell Rob was the one that did it this time because the Juniform made a cameo appearance.
Yeah, and if you would have looked at it, it's about as straight as he is. It was like off to the side, coming down sideways.
It was actually straight, but it was like way left of center.
It was like straight, just 6 inches left.
That was actually really fun. Like both of my kids thought I was the coolest fucking person in the entire world for shaving Chelsea's head that day.
I know, they love her, and she's so nice to them when she's here. Well, really everyone in general.
Super nice.
She's awesome.
To every human being.
I don't think I've ever seen her be rude or
No.
Upset at somebody.
I wonder if she ever thinks rude or mean thoughts.
I don't think she does.
I don't think so.
No.
She's too fucking nice, man. She's so nice.
Yeah.
She
This is me without saying all the stuff that I'm thinking.
This is me holding back.
Right.
How would that be?
Yeah. Sounds like such a nice life. Not hating everybody.
She killed 2 breakfast sandwiches in between runs too.
Dude, her ability to eat is, I would say, unparalleled. But the very tiny person that we ride with often, she eats a lot too.
Yeah.
Really?
She's very active.
Yeah.
Very
active. Yeah.
That's what happens.
Seen her put down a lot of food too.
Yeah.
She weighs 100 pounds and watched her eat like an entire.
Is that like the unofficial fifth member you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, working it in.
Yeah.
We're working it in. We gotta find a role for her.
Yeah,
she
awesome.
definitely belongs.
She very much.
She had the most. Oh my God, she had the most critical. She had the most critical comment after Women's Rampage ever that I ever heard anyone say. And it came from a woman.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I like her.
Yep.
It's like the anti-Chelsea.
Yes, she's the complete opposite. She fits in here so well. And so does Chelsea in a weird way.
Yeah, I mean, because she's awesome and she's in her own way a nerd, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Well, yeah, look at her.
I know. She is.
I wouldn't even do that shit.
She is going to be joining us sometimes this month. I asked her to come in to talk about Darkfest and her Rampage plans and what she's going to be doing this summer and stuff. And but next week we actually have Amelia Capiano.
Yay! I love her. She's super based, low key, probably becoming one of the best free riders that you'll see. That's my opinion. I think we called that with Chelsea 4 years ago, and I think she's right on that cusp
I actually told her that we thought she was the next Chelsea. I got to know her really well this week.
She's super cool.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's such a nice human being.
Rob found the weirdest way to say it too, you know.
I did. I
had to follow Rob around and apologize to people about things.
That'll be a good show. She'll be fun.
Yeah, she's cool.
And if you haven't been to our Patreon at all, please go there. It's patreon.com/Gnar Couch. You can join for as little as $4.20 a month. We don't really make any money on this podcast, and I don't know that we ever will, to be honest with you. But I will tell you that we've started adding some bonus stuff for the Patreon members. All of our songs that you hear at the beginning and the end of the shows, we've put those up there. I have been absolutely destroying the ecosystem of California by AI prompting songs like fucking crazy.
Good. I'm proud of you.
So
you're the reason we're going to need a nuclear power plant.
So those songs are going up there, and we have each week we'll debut a new one for you that you can download and you can put on your playlist.
And coming soon, feet pics.
And feet pics. More feet vids behind the scenes. How does Jimmy Sniper get ready for that feet? I like the people who are like, those pins must really hurt his feet.
Yeah.
And then there's people like, can't see the pins, not real. If you put it out there, someone's going to be stupid.
No pins. There's no risk in that. He couldn't rip his toes off.
I'd like to see his feet after that ride.
The first one I did when I caught a flower between my toes, some guy was like, "It's a fake foot, guys. It's not even moving."
Really?
Then right at the end, you see me go through some of that Dyer's Woad or whatever, those yellow things.
Yeah.
And like snagged between my pinky toe.
That's
you can check out his, you have 2 feet ride videos up there now on our Instagram
One's
page.
a long time ago, but one's pretty recent.
And we're slowly piecing together a TikTok page, and all of our podcasts are now being videoed and put up on YouTube as well. So if you want to see all the boys, that's a good place. Mostly you see me and JP.
Yeah, I always call it YouTube, but if we say stuff like that, they'll probably take it down.
Nah. I mean, we have a Jew on the crew, so I mean, they can't take it down.
That's what I figured.
And GnarCouch.com/store, you can buy our shirts. And we have interesting things in the works.
Yeah, we have some fun stuff coming.
For the first time in a while.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna try a little bit.
Yeah.
Try just a little bit.
We'll see what happens. I made some good contacts this weekend. I got some good contacts to reach out to people to talk to them about bringing some extra value to the Patreon and to the Nards in general, and possibly to us as a group.
Great. I see Colon Bumb is still here, and we haven't done the free ride for all. He's the only one left. So Colon Bumb, this is your moment to shine. You can say absolutely anything that you want during this free ride for all segment.
Hit us with your best shit. Shot.
First, your last.
Yes, sir.
All right, there it is.
Yeah.
Words of wisdom. Semper Pi.
Semper Pi. I don't like disrespecting, but that was funny.
Yeah.
You're gonna get killed.
Yeah, I'm going to be the first one to die. Yeah, no disrespect. Just funny jokes. Okay, Amelia next week for Jimmy Sniper.
I forget what I do.
It's been a while. For Bobston Ross.
Sorry for just existing, but also thank you to the Sanchez family for putting on the best race and best event in mountain biking. Excited to be part of it for years to come.
JP.
Please don't make me try.
My name is Cheef. I'm going to talk about me now because I'm a narcissist and I do love myself and hate every other person that exists. And I will do anything to bring them down as I raise myself up. And that's the Gnar Couch Podshow. What's the thing happens next?
Yeah, what button do you
There it
push
is.
now? Hey, oh
yeah.
Stranger's butt.
The stranger's butt. It really is the gayest TDS.
Just grab a goat. We doing dumb shit just to stay afloat. Light it up. Light it up.
It's got some good bass.
Tackle fools in plastic chairs. That's love. Slap that ass. Slap that ass. Crowd yelling titty ass. Every time you pass. Tread or stumble. Puke or pedal. This ain't XC. This that next level. Bucket list vibes. Wild and loud. It's TDS, baby. Stand up proud. TDS. TDS. 12-stage blast with a whiskey flask. TDS. TDS.
Got some good bass.
Either ride fast or get slapped fast. TDS.
I wouldn't know in my car.
No reason, just
It's all treble.
no slap someone's ass.
There it is.
Gnar Couch is the Gnar list.